Yeah, hi guys, this is Ozbert Fernandes here. So I hail from the state of Goa, the beautiful state of footballing culture. So coming to the footballing part, yes, I play the center midfield, whether it's a cam or a defensive midfield. I prefer to be in the central midfield here. So at Krakens, I am playing the central midfield, and when the team needs me, I do play as a centre back as well. So, talking about my footballing journey, it starts way back. In fact, I owe it all, to the player I am today is because of this team, which was a group of friends that we had started back then in school. It was called Schemers FC. A big shout out to them. I owe it all to just a few names that skip on my mind. That is Mahesh, Utkash, Eldridge, Lyndon. You boys really stood by me, and we kept going different places, playing the game, winning a lot individually and as a team as well. So big shout out to Schemers FC. Unfortunately, after my 12th, I had to leave the state, and I moved to Belgium, wherein I had a break from football for almost 3.5 years. And slowly, towards the end of my graduation, I got back into football thanks to a few boys, that Agnello and Hester, who brought me into a Goan side that used to play regularly in Belgium. From there, I slowly moved to Bangalore, wherein I was introduced to a rich culture of football, right from people from Kerala as well as Bangalore. And it has been just a great privilege to be sharing the field with some amazing players. Got to play a lot of tournaments in Kerala itself, and I'm really glad to have this opportunity. And finally, coming to Bangalore, where I am today, glad to be part of a footballing culture. Football, I've always told people football have taken me places, and through football, I have met a lot of amazing players, a lot of beautiful people, amazing souls, and I'm blessed to have this opportunity and be a part of Krakens. So, Kraken story, yes. Coming to the main chapter. So, I first got to know about Krakens is when I saw a message from Arjun in our regular football group that we have. We play the 10 to 11:30 Vyasa games, and I was like, wait, what is this guy smoking? I was kind of wondering where did this thought come up to, and especially when he said he's going to compete in a tournament, that's a league, that is Nama Bangalore League. And it got me thinking, it's been 6 years that I'm here in Bangalore, but I've never represented any team or club. I never thought of taking it to that level. I was just playing football. I was for, let's just say, fitness sake, but then, and love for the sport obviously, but then getting competitive about it, I felt this was a very good opportunity. And I first, I slid right into his DMs, and I'm like, dude, what is this project you're talking about? And he told me the details about it, and I got to know most of the boys and the regulars that we play with. And slowly, I was in Goa at that time. I was celebrating Christmas, and the minute I came back to Bangalore, the first practice session, practice match that we attended here, and I saw the group of boys. I felt we had a lovely group of boys, everyone obedient, backing up each other, ready to listen to tactics or game plays, not playing just with ego but playing for the team. And I felt we could achieve something that we were looking for with this particular team. And I still remember when we started our first game as Krakens FC. There was a lot of nervousness in the dressing room, but Ashish, Sonu, Arjun, they all had their words of wisdom that really kept us motivated on the field. And the first quick goal that we got really kind of, put us in a driving seat for this tournament, I believe, because if we would not have settled our nerves in that game, I think the journey would be totally different. So yeah, I'm glad. In fact, I'm grateful to Arjun that he kind of put up this message, because I got an opportunity to show who I am and what my talent is. Talking about my experience with Krakens, I think it started with the first game where I started as a central midfield. I even got an assist that game, and everything was perfect. We got a victory. And then we moved on to our second game. We were playing Majaz, so it was a really good side, and with some really class talent in them. And I remember coach coming up to me and saying, Ozzy, I think you'll have to play, as a centre back today because we are kind of, we have a void in that area of the field. And I was like, sure, sir, versatility is something that's always on my books, and it's a plus point in my game style. So I was like, I remember in the dressing room, getting into this defensive mindset, and someone who I idolize is Sergio Ramos when it comes to the defense. Happy birthday to Sergio Ramos. It's his birthday today, so yeah, a fighter on the field and off the field as well. So I remember getting in, just visualizing the defensive side of the game and going out, the team and putting in a solid defensive, resolute unit. We held the game at 0-0, and I still remember, it was valuable point we got onto the table. So yes, after that game, fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know, moving into the third game against Rebels FC, I remember sprinting back for a defensive clearance and I pulled my hamstring. But I still kept playing because the pain was bearable, and I'm happy I did because then I got in the assist and of that game, that led to a victory. We got all the 3 points in our bag. But however, I could not continue the whole game because I, kind of pulled it really bad and I could not feel my left hamstring, so it was a struggle to walk. Playing was far out of the picture, so I substituted myself out. But that was a kind of low for me in my Krakens journey because since then I could not really be part of the team as a player that I would love to be. I had to sit around 3 to 4 matches out, but it opened a new perspective to me. Sonu and Ashish welcomed me to the coaching staff, and they said, please, use your vast experience and help us out with the coaching and the tactical side of the game. And I saw the game from outside the field and a whole different perspective, and I was really happy with our boys because the first game that I watched was against After Hours, and even though it was a draw, a 1-1 draw, I saw how the boys just picked up the ball and were like, "Come on, let's go get this." Everyone encouraging each other, that we can get this win, and we ended up winning the game 3-1. And ever since, I was happy, to be on the coaching side of that game. And now, since the last game that I played against Richmond Town, I was happy that I was involved as a player that I always wanted to be, and clinching the winning goal at the end of it, thanks to an amazing assist by Ibrahim. That just lifted my spirit. It's just going to keep me motivated to going into the semis to kind of give it my 100% and to get what is done best for the team. Hopefully. And I have a strong feeling we can get through this, and you see the name Krakens FC popping up in the finals. So we're playing a very big game tomorrow. So all our prayers and blessings and love that we receive from all of yours will be there with us going into this fixture. Yeah, glad you asked me this question. So yeah, being a part of the coaching staff, I see the effort that goes into it, in the backhand. As a player, you generally just get your instructions on game day in the dressing room that really keeps you motivated. But backhand, looking, watching them watch videos like of other teams, how they play, their playing style, what we need to do to nullify their attacks, their threats, and what we need to get into the attacking half of the football. So it's just not Ashish and Sonu. I think Arjun and Nikhil also have put in a lot of effort, and I've seen that. And the tactics are very simple. They keep it really simple. Sonu has just one thing in mind: get the early goal, stand a resolute defense, clean sheet, and that's it. He looks into people's pros and cons, and he tells you where you can develop, where you can really work, put in an extra work rate. Whereas Ashish, with his talks, just keeps us motivated. He knows, luckily, he knows this league inside out. He knows the teams, the players playing in, and his vast experience of being on the field, playing various tournaments, always does help the team. It has a positive impact. Tells us the loopholes in the team so that we work on that. So a big shout out to Sonu, Ashish, Arjun, and Nikhil. Speaking about standard performance for Krakens, I think everyone plays their hearts. They give it all. They give it everything for the team because they believe in the badge that they wear. But I feel if you want me to nullify, narrow it down, not nullify, narrow it down, I think I would be, my suggestions on the best is based totally on consistency. And I have to start with our keeper, that is Arvind, who's doing a phenomenal job between the posts, helping us with the clean sheets and his distribution and amazing saves. Secondly, I would say would be Melua Shreyash, who has been scoring for us up top. Very consistent with his performances. Even when the team is having a bad day, make sure to keep them motivated with his halftime talks, get in suggestions. And the third person who I know personally and my favorite is Subodh, who has been, playing with an injury but still giving it all for his team, really killing it in the defense. He's like a resolute structure back there. Reminds me a lot of Sergio Ramos, how he was at Madrid, that one lone warrior. That is Subodh for me. All right, boys. My only message to you all is I believe in each and one of you. We have won a lot of trophies, individual brilliance as individuals. But I think now it's time we fight it out for a team we believe in, the badge we wear, and I know we can clinch this trophy away and make sure that Bangalore is purple just like the Krakens jersey. Let's go, boys. And a final shout out is to everyone who's been there with my journey. I have shared the field with some amazing people, some amazing footballers. A big thank you to you all. A lot of supporters as well, well wishers, especially mom and dad back home who've been constantly helping me with my journey and always motivating me to go perform my best. So big shout out to you all. A lot of love. Take care, guys. Check, mic check. How you guys doing? How you guys feeling? Feeling hot?
No, ಇದು ಸರಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ.
Let them order.
Yes, sir. Thank you.